They're among the most breathtaking and mysterious sights in the world, and they're Alaska's #1 attraction. We're talking about glaciers. The massive ice sheets cover 5% of the state, but as KTVA 11's Alexis Fernandez tells us, geologists believe they'll be gone in 2 generations.
To get a glimpse of climate change, just travel through Alaska's backyard.
It is hard to tell, but you really have glaciers all over the place.
Underneath layers of snow, you'll find many glaciers. Each one has a story to tell.
This bottom part that's all cracked up, that didn't used to be that bad.
Including Wolverine in the Kenai Mountains.
So right in here where it really changes from rough to smooth, that's where the terminus was in the early 1960s.
It's one of several glaciers the U.S. Geological Survey is monitoring.
It's like 4 miles, 5 miles long, and then, it's probably only half a mile across right here.
Glaciologist Shad O'Neill has seen the changes firsthand.
How much would you say of the glaciers is melting away every year or thinning?
So at the bottom, we lose about 5 meters, so about 15 feet vertically. If you average over the whole glacier, it's only about a foot a year.
O'Neill says since the 60s, this small glacier has lost 60 feet of water or 100,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And it's not the only one.
Now they're all kind of losing mass. And so we're thinning, we're retreating pretty much up and down the coast, and the Alaska range, it even goes back further.
According to the USGS, all but 12 of Alaska's 25,000 glaciers are disappearing. Glaciers cover 33,000 square miles of the state, equivalent to the size of Maine.
We try and make maps of the glaciers.
Why is this happening? The answer is complicated. O'Neill says part of it is due to climate change, the Earth warming by about 2 degrees. We're also getting less snowfall and more rain, which melts the glaciers.
Most of Alaska's tidewater glaciers retreated about 100 years ago or so. And so they should be in a position right now that they're really susceptible to growth and advance. But they're just not able to, the climate isn't forcing them to do that right now.
Why it matters? There's several reasons.
The glaciers are really coupled to the biology. They're important to the fish, they're important to the little microbes that live in here, and it's actually really important to the global carbon budget. It's just surprising how much they're connected to life.
And global sea level. It's been rising about 1 inch per year because of melting ice caps, ice fields, and mountain glaciers. During the past decade, Alaska has added nearly 1 inch of water to the ocean.
We follow that water out into the ocean, and we're looking at the nutrients that water takes. And when you put fresh water into the salt water, you tend to make these layers, and you put a freshwater cap on the ocean, and the phytoplankton like to grow right at that boundary.
If ice sheets continue to disappear across the Earth, O'Neill says there's the potential to disrupt the food web and cause devastating floods. But he's hoping glaciers will be a roadmap to what's ahead. Alexis Fernandez, KTVA 11 News.
Another impact of disappearing glaciers, tourism and potential flooding. Tomorrow night, we'll take you to Juneau, where locals are living this new reality.